If God is so good, Dr. Chris, then why does he allow bad things to happen
The classic question.
to good people?
Yeah, the classic question. So I don't answer that question. Don't even try to answer it because I don't think you can answer it. I think that as Christians, as people who are serving faithfully the way Christ has called us to serve, that our response to that is to acknowledge that that's a question I can't answer. And we live faithfully before God in spite of that, not having the answer to that question. Now, it seems like a cop-out. It seems like maybe, that's an easy way out. I did my thesis on the book of Revelation. Look at Scripture. I mean, you have a very strong indictment by the souls under the altar in Revelation chapter 6. The fifth seal opens, Revelation 6:9-11. And those who have died innocently, cry out to God and say, "How long, O Lord, have you been till you avenge our blood?" What they don't get is a rational answer in response. God doesn't answer that philosophically. What happens instead is God tells them to wait a little while longer, and he puts a white robe on them. And I think that is sort of a methodology for how we as Christians can answer the question, why does bad things happen? First thing he says is he tells them to wait. There has to be a waiting. There's a waiting process where things are not revealed to us. And so here's the thing, if we're always trying to get our philosophical questions met before we become Christian, I don't know where we'll ever arrive. Christianity is not entered into by having all the philosophies met. Christianity is entered into by the Spirit speaking to our hearts and doing the work, that oftentimes rational thinking is unable to do, can't ever do. It's the Spirit that invites us. It's the Spirit that convicts us, invites us, and brings us to Christ to be saved. So again, there has to be this separation between philosophy and the work of the Spirit. And Bart would say that we do that. That's what we have to do. We can't try to get people to enter in because I answered this question so well.
Sure.
Then he puts a white robe on them. The white robe, I think, was signifying that there's identification with Christ. Christ knows who are his and knows who have suffered with them. And I think that's a work of the Spirit. What the Spirit does is he tells us to wait and be patient, gives us the patience to wait, and then at the same time identifies us and calls us to be like Christ and brings us into the family of Christ and identifies those who are his. And I think there's a great comfort in that enables us to be patient in spite of not having the answer to this question.